Hi everyone, this is Dee from Dee's Fine Art, and today I'm going to be making a couple of pours. I haven't poured in a while, so I think this time I'm going to use some silicone, which I normally don't do. These are smaller paintings, so given that I'm going to be using silicone, these will be the kind of cheaper paintings because they won't be archival grade. So I'll be right back with my colors. Okay, so got my green, blue, that one's phthalo blue, aqua, this one's prism violet, and this one I think is still a metallic orange. Of course, I need some white. This is an ultramarine blue. This one is a turquoise. This is magenta, which I'm almost out of, and this one is a cobalt blue. All right, so I'm just gonna get these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so for something this small, I won't be needing a lot of paint. I would say probably like 3 of these 2-ounce cups would do. So I think I'm going to reuse some of the cups I've already got. And since I want to use silicone, I have to go grab that. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to start off with the white, and I'm going to add a layer of that to every cup, if I can get this to open. All right. Oh, it's been a while since I've poured anything, so now everything's sort of blocked, which I have a solution for. A bead reamer solves the problem. I mean, this one's covered in paint, but that's okay. As long as it fits in, it goes like that. It's easy to open that bottle. Here we go. So I'm going to add a very small drop . Silicone to each cup. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this turquoise. Bottle's already nice and ready. I'm not going to make all the cups the same, so I'm just going to put the turquoise in one of them. I'm going to add purple to the other one. And I'm going to add this orange to the last one. The thing about orange and blues is that they're complementary colors, so if you mix them together, they make mud, which is really not very sightly. But if you can put them onto the same painting, it's really nice because they contrast really well with each other. So let's see, after that I'm going to add more white. I want it to be a fairly bright painting. Another drop. There we go. Excuse me. I'm going to add aqua. Also, bottle is clogged. Still clogged. Sometimes the I don't know, the clog or whatever will stay in the paint and fall out as soon as you try to pour paint out of it. So This is a phthalo blue, very nice, rich color. It's very deep. I'm going to add a little bit of magenta. This bottle is completely clogged too. Let's see if we can unclog it. Yeah, nice. Just a little. Still pretty clogged. All right. I'm gonna add some of this ultramarine blue, which I haven't used in forever. Well, yeah, it's gotten pretty thick because I haven't used it in a very long time. But hopefully it'll be okay. I'm going to add more white. So there are two ways to put paint into one of these cups. There's to put it lightly, like to put it on the surface like this, which you can also do by pouring it down the side. And there's another way, which is to squirt it in. And if you squirt it in, that changes how the paint mixes together pretty significantly, actually. So if you are looking to mix the paint together to have the colors mix, then you can do the squirting thing. Otherwise, you need to put them in clean layers. All right, here we go. Okay, so I can pretty clearly see the paint is running down this side. So before I've done anything, I'm going to add a little cushion to this Lazy Susan on that side to try to get the paint not to fall off in that direction. Now, just have to watch it for a little bit. It can be pretty hard to tell. Usually it's much easier to tell once I speed up the video, like make a time lapse out of this. All right, I'm going to start tilting. This painting has way too much paint on it right now. So what I might do is pour some of that onto this painting. Okay, so I'm going to just cover all the sides, make sure everything's covered. I really like having perfect edges. There we go. It's a little more colorful than I'm usually used to. My apologies. That was loud. So I don't know how I'll like it once it's dry. But one cool thing about pours is that even if I don't like it once it's dry, I can always change it. I can add to it. I can, you know, remove from it by painting over it. Like sometimes I'll have like a color I don't like. So I'll just use a brush and paint over it without ruining the pattern. Okay. basics. I would like some phthalo blue. So if you're wondering what this mess is that I'm making, I don't know. We are going to find out. One nice way to do that is using a palette knife. This one has resin on it because I use this to stir my resin, but that's okay because it's dried resin. It's not like it's wet or anything, so it's not gonna come out onto the painting. This is not exactly the best knife for this, but I sort of wanted a different effect, so we'll see how this goes. Here we go. A lot of paint fell off, as you saw, and that's all right because I'm going to be reusing that paint to make jewelry. So I prefer to not waste if possible, and jewelry made with, I mean, they're all tiny little original pieces of art, so it's really cool and people like them. So it's a good way to reuse any paint that fell off. And right now that paint looks really beautiful, so it's going to make a lot of really nice jewelry. I'm going to make a few changes here and there. Like that. Okay, these are both looking pretty cool. I'm going to speed up this video to see if paint is falling off in any specific direction, see if I can fix it. But so far I'm really liking this part right here that I just made. This one is a little blander than I would like. So actually I'm going to do something about that. I'm just going to add some purple along some of the lines here, just to give it a little life. And of course, if I don't do anything with that purple, it'll just sink and it won't really stay on the painting. So I'm gonna do some swiping like this to try to integrate it a bit more. Okay. Well, it's looking great. I'm pretty happy with it so far, and we'll see how it dries. Thank you so much for watching.